Kazunari Ishii has officially left the Nippon Ham Fighters as his 3-year contract with the team comes to an end. This departure has sparked plenty of discussion across Japanese baseball, as fans and analysts question what comes next both for Ishii and for the Fighters. When Ishii joined the Fighters 3 years ago, it was seen as a key move for the team. They needed an experienced infielder, someone who could bring stability to the lineup and leadership to a young squad. At the time, the Fighters were struggling to maintain consistency after their previous stars had moved on. Ishii's signing offered not just performance, but also maturity and experience. Over the course of these 3 seasons, Ishii delivered a steady presence. He wasn't the flashiest player on the field, but his reliability made him valuable. His defensive skills at shortstop and third base gave the Fighters flexibility, while his ability to make contact at the plate provided stability in the batting order. Though he was never a power hitter, Ishii became known for his discipline and work ethic both on and off the field. However, as this season unfolded, it became clear that change was coming. The Fighters are now entering a new phase, focusing on rebuilding and giving younger players a chance to develop. With that shift in direction, Ishii's role started to fade. Younger infielders began taking more time in the lineup, and the club seemed ready to move forward with a new generation. According to sources within the team, Ishii had been considering his future for several months. While there were rumors about a possible 1-year extension, both sides agreed that the timing wasn't right. Ishii reportedly wants to explore new opportunities, possibly with a team that can give him more playing time or a leadership role. The Fighters, meanwhile, are prioritizing youth and long-term development. Ishii's departure also reflects the broader changes happening within Nippon Ham. The team has undergone a major restructuring in recent years, from management to roster strategy. They are building for the future, and while experienced players like Ishii are respected, the focus now is on energy and speed. The Fighters management has been vocal about creating a dynamic young team capable of competing in the coming years. Fans have shown mixed reactions. Some express gratitude for Ishii's contributions, saying he helped stabilize the infield and mentored many of the younger players. Others feel it's time to move on and that the team needs a fresh start. Ishii's professionalism, however, remains widely appreciated. His presence in the clubhouse and his quiet leadership were often mentioned by teammates as vital to the team's morale. Looking back at his career, Ishii's journey has been one of consistency and commitment. He began his professional career with promise, showing potential as a strong contact hitter and a dependable fielder. Over time, he developed into a respected veteran. His time with the Fighters marked a mature phase of his career, one where he served as both a player and a mentor. As for what lies ahead, reports suggest that several NPB teams could be interested in signing Ishii. Teams in need of a solid infielder or a veteran leader may see him as the right fit. A move to another Japanese team seems most likely, though some speculate he might even consider transitioning into coaching in the near future. His knowledge and understanding of the game make him an ideal candidate for a coaching position if he chooses that path. For the Fighters, his exit leaves a gap, not only on the field, but in the locker room. The young infielders who looked up to him will now have to carry the torch. The management's challenge will be to ensure that leadership and consistency remain intact as they pursue their rebuild strategy. In conclusion, Kazunari Ishii's departure from the Nippon Ham Fighters marks the end of an important chapter. It symbolizes transition, change, and the inevitable cycle of baseball, where one generation steps aside for the next. Whether Ishii continues as a player or shifts into a new role, his influence on the Fighters will not be forgotten. He leaves behind a legacy of discipline, integrity, and teamwork that will continue to inspire the players who follow. As the team moves forward, the question now becomes who will step up to fill the void left by Ishii's departure, and how the Fighters will shape their new identity in the coming seasons. What is certain, however, is that Kazunari Ishii's contribution will always remain a respected part of Nippon Ham Fighters history.